Here we have the 2021 Jeep Wrangler Sport. This one comes in black on black cloth interior. Your powertrain is going to consist of a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission. And there's the front end there. We have your halogen fog lights as well as your halogen headlamps. And down here we have 17-inch aluminum wheels. And there are the controls for your power door locks as well as your power mirrors. And there's your driver's seat there. And then you just pull this lever here to move the seat back. And then this is your seat bottom. You can pump that up and down. Then you can move the seat back and forth here. But if you want to get to the back, you can just pull up on that, and then the seat will slide up. And then there's your rear seat there. There's the back there. Then to open the trunk space, just open that up, and you pull this here. And then if you want to go ahead and fold this rear seat down for more room, pull up here, and that'll go down, or put it back up, just pull the strap. And there's your passenger seat there. We're going to go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. So you have a really nice leather wrap steering wheel here, easy to grip onto. And then over here, you have your radio. So you have AM, FM, and XM radio. And then you also have Bluetooth audio. And as part of your technology group, you get the Apple Carplay and the Android Auto capability as well. And there's your backup camera there. Really good quality picture here, and the guidelines are very, very precise. So down here you have the controls for your dual zone automatic climate. Then you also can mute the radio, toggle your auto stop, traction control, and then your terrain mode as well. And then here you have a 12-volt DC plug-in, an aux input, a USB or USB-C input there, and then you can control your windows right there. And of course your 4-wheel drive shifter. Then you also have your 8-speed automatic shifter, so you just hit the button back here, reverse, neutral, drive, and then you can shift manually here. And then here's your parking brake, cup holders, center console cubby space, so you have a tray up top, and then space along with a second USB port on the bottom. And there's a view of that back seat. And there's a roof line there. And there's your glove compartment. This one has wheel locks with it. And then on the left side of the steering wheel, you can go through your gauge cluster functions. And then you can also toggle on the left side your stations or your tracks. Then you have your Bluetooth controls here. And on the right side of the steering wheel, you have your cruise controls. And then you have your volume controls on the right side of the steering wheel. And there's a view of the gauge cluster. There's your push button start. And finally, here's your key fob. So next we're gonna go ahead and take this Wrangler out on the road for a quick test drive. So to start out with, the 4-cylinder is pretty peppy, whereas a little higher due to the smaller engine displacement, but the turbo definitely, so far you can feel it. Yeah, the pull on the 4-cylinder is really good when the turbo kicks in. And surprisingly, the 8-speed does not struggle with finding that sweet spot when you need that acceleration. For this to be a Jeep Wrangler, although the ride is not plush, it's definitely not as bumpy as I would have expected it. And with what kind of terrain this thing can handle in, you're not really worried about the ride quality comparatively. But it's so easy to drive. And on a day like today, I really just wish I could take the doors off of this and just ride around. And as it starts to turn into summer, this is what most buyers are going to be looking for, just having that Jeep capability, taking the doors off, having the roof off, and just enjoying Mother Nature. But it's good to know while you're out and about, or if you want to run and get something to eat, that this Jeep is able to handle it no problem. Yeah, this turbo engine is actually really quick. I'm gonna put it in the manual mode and see how it shifts. Yeah, very, very responsive. Like, surprisingly responsive. That's pretty sweet. And this Jeep is rated to get 22 miles per gallon in the city and then 24 on the highway, and you can definitely get that and then some if you're light with your foot. But I really like the fuel economy meter as well, because it shows you the average, shows you the range, and then shows you the instantaneous fuel economy, and it's just nice to have that. And I really like the brake feel too. It's very precise for this kind of vehicle. But this is going to bring me to an end of my review of the 2021 Jeep Wrangler Sport.